Oh my god, look at tiny Kazuma.
Dweeb.
Total dweeb, but adorable. Well, that's depressing. He had a little tiny sword, too. 6 years. Damn, that's a long time. Oh god, what did he see?
It was my father's body.
In the letter!
What?
Oh my god, like his ashes? No, the whole body. Well, that's fucked up. Who the hell wrote that? Who was that asshole?
I'm heading together 2 coconuts.
Coconuts, I like that. Oh, yeah, I was trying to remember if he knew. I think he did. So, yeah, I guess that would have been deliberate. I kind of wish he was the main character. I know we've never really had a main character who's had, like, this much involvement in the story before, but man, that would have been cool to have this, like, driving motivation peppered throughout the story.
Wouldn't really work because we lose half the content then, but I kind of agree with the sentiment. Like, it would be kind of neat to have somebody with that much motivational force.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the whole amnesia thing and the death, fake death, whatever, that wouldn't work, but I still would love it if they could have found a way to make him the main character instead. I feel like you could do it. Just have him be the student. Just kind of do what the original plan was, and then but have this motivation throughout the whole thing. Bellying. Or whatever the word is. The story. That would have helped me big time, I think.
The only reason I think this works in lieu of that, and again, I kind of agree that I would like to see a version of this with him as the main character, but is that if he's so singularly driven, him taking on the other cases that we've seen, like, let's pretend the amnesia thing doesn't happen, but he still goes through the similar cases because you're still building to this.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really make sense for him because he'd just be like, "Where's my dad's killer?" He wouldn't be like, "Yeah, I'll take on this random rich guy's case who seems kind of weird and mean."
I don't know. I think they could have still made it work. He could be collecting evidence, learning more about the country, learning more about the people involved. You know, I don't know. They could have. It would have been tricky. I'm not gonna say it was like, oh yeah, it's super easy, guys, just do it. But yeah.
But doable.
I think it could have been done. It probably would have taken a lot more work. This is probably the easier method. I hate between the fake death, the amnesia. Lord Strongheart. Oh. Well, we're on slightly different sides of the... No. Oh no, sweet baby child. We're not on the same page anymore. We have some working to do, but that's okay. We'll fix it. We have a whole nother trial to, you know, switch perspective.
One of the benefits of the law, I suppose. It's impartial, seeing as it's not a person. Now the laws can be skewed.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it wouldn't be a good video game if he had it all figured out in 2 seconds either, so, you know. Well, that was a lot, but I'm glad to see you.
So I don't know. This is the one thing I remember having to look up. We have now exhausted everything up to this point.
Can I look at shit now that he's here?
Yeah, maybe.
I just want to look at the diagram. I don't actually care about looking at anything else. Well, maybe I do care about looking at that seat over there. See if he has anything to say about it, but I just want to look at this. Come on, Runo, you can... Yeah, there you go. Figure it out. It's not that hard. Apparently, so I did it too. Probably.
See? Fun.
Yeah, that is fun. I want to look at more shit now. I'm sorry. We're just going to derail this whole thing. Incredibly stylish. Just flat out. Punishment. Tingly, yes. I've missed the interactions between these two so much. Do you drink the wine, Kazuma? I almost called him Kazuha. I've been playing Genshin way too much. Their names are so damn close. You basically pronounce it the same way. There's only one letter that's different. Gosh. Gorsh.
Sora!
Goofy. Oh, I mean, yeah. Also, can we get more of this face in the trial, please? At any point?
3 straight different dialogue things now.
Talk about weird. Okay, what are your thoughts on this giant painting? Of this stylish man who I definitely thought was the Barrack, whatever, Von Zeeks, and not the other one. They looked very similar. So you were just like dead-faced unobservant? I mean, it's massive. I mean, you did have a giant mask on your face, so maybe it obscured your vision a little bit. Wow.
Okay.
Well, that was not as entertaining as I thought it was going to be.
Not much there.
Oh. Candles. Oh, I guess we're technically looking at casks. Okay. Weird. So he just constantly rearranges it every week? Gosh.
Gosh. Our main character is turning into Napoleon Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on the bats?
Bat.
Ah! I forgot they did that.
3D. Wow.
You disturbed the bats. I mean, yeah, they are. He is a vampire after all. That is what I called him at one point. Still standing by that, by the way. I think, you know, we've had spirit mediums. They can have vampires in this universe.
I don't see why not.
Right? It's only a matter of time. Things? Doves. Okay, thank you. I was like, please tell me you know what those are. You're such a dork. God, I have missed your interactions so much. Yeah, you could have a sparrow. No, I like it. No, don't back down. Sparrow's a great bird. Actually, I don't know if that's true. They might be kind of mean. I don't remember if it's crows or ravens. Maybe sparrows. I don't know. All the birds are just bleeding together after a while. Which ones are the ones that dive bomb you? There might be multiple birds that do that.
Yes, that's not just one bird.
That's multiple birds. Now, I also forget if sparrows are like big or small. Are they like little Tweety birds?
Well, sparrows are not very big, but pharaohs are pretty big.
Pharaohs. Oh, that's a good one. All right, Kazuma. Bye. Sweet person.
So, as I was in the middle of saying before I was so rudely interrupted, you're going to go through your list of locations.
Mm-hmm.
What is not here?
Okay. Wait. The hospital? No, the hospital is here. Crap, what is missing?
It's not one we've been to yet. Well,
Oh.
not this particular session.
Oh, well, I'm never gonna get it now. Oh, wait, the Maria,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
get
yeah.
to Gory. She's not here still.
Yeah, right,
It's where we're supposed to go next.
Right. So how the hell did
To
we
get there, we have to present Kazuma with the autopsy report. Now, the thinking behind that makes sense
Oh.
because it's our way of being like, look, there's no time of death, but
Right.
I don't know
how do you
you're
get
yeah.
there. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Like
I
they
don't-
mentioned a couple different times, especially with Caden, that you're supposed to find her, and it makes sense.
Mhm.
So the thought is like, oh yeah, okay.
I want to
but-
present this to him too and just see.
I think I tried and it doesn't do anything.
Damn.
But you could try.
I want to try just for the put it on the record. What do you make of this?
Yeah, it's like intentionally vague, like the placeholder one.
Ah. Damn it.
But of course, we're about to do the same with other evidence. So.
So, you know, who's the confused one here? Probably. He's just too damn cool. Also, I gotta want to show the photo too, but I will not do that in the interest of everyone's time and time.
And because there's a certain order to all this, I was like, well, maybe I missed one, or like, I got to go back to some other location, something else will happen. No, this is
it. That is interesting.
And again, it makes sense, but how you're supposed to know to do it, I don't know.
That's kind of my thought too. Is like, yeah, it makes sense, but how on earth would you get that thought in the first place? Like, oh, I need to do this to trigger that. Like that. Yeah, I don't know how you.
Particularly
get there.
because, again, I don't know, maybe you can do this before Caden, but even if you can, this trigger is what gets you to Gory.
Right.
So you'd have to come back here after Caden. Even then, like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't really. I thought maybe I missed something, which is certainly possible. I'm not perfect by any means, and there were times, I think 3 or 4 times throughout the course of all these that I had to look something up, this being one of them. But even now, watching it a second time and not being distracted and knowing where we're headed, I still didn't really see anything major that hinted towards this specifically.
Exactly. I don't know if they really, what's the word I'm thinking of?
It could just as easily have been like, we need to go see Lord Strongheart because she's the coroner and she answers to him now that her mom's out of the picture. So, like, maybe we have to go talk to him about it and get the permission to go see her or something. Like, it, to me, that would have been equal to this, if not more apparent. But in any case, having triggered it, we're fine now. But
yes.
Now we get this extra information from him because he's been ahead of us basically investigating.
Yeah. Dr. Gory. Terrible name. I mean, all's fair, right? How refreshing it is that we can work together, prosecutors and defense attorneys, instead of pulling that bullshit that Miles used to pull all the time. I'm like, I have an updated autopsy report, or oh, here's a piece of evidence that we conveniently didn't have before this moment.
I blame Gumshoe for most of that. I don't know why.
I mean,
just because Edgeworth showed up, he's like, I have a cravat.
Yes, that smug little face. I can see it in my mind's eye, plain as day. The one where he does like the shoulder shrug, you know? Or not shoulder shrug, but like the
palms up.
Palms up, yep.
Shake his head. Tut tut.
Tut tut, exactly. Yeah, this is... You are probably too close to this, but, you know, we'll...
It does feel like something of a conflict, yes.
Yes.
And now we don't know for sure who's telling the truth or if anybody's even lying or just their accounts are different, but we did just hear from Vigil that his dad said he killed someone.
He did say he was guilty, but there was a ... before it. Will you play the old music? Game? Yay! At least a version of the old theme that's closer to it. This is acceptable. I'm happy. Your sword! Yeah, anytime. I just kind of rested my elbow on it. I didn't use it once, and...
Now you will die at the hands of it.
Oh, Jesus.
Why did you give us permission to go see the coroner if you're going to murder us? That's dumb.
It was all an elaborate ruse to take your life.
So clever.
Damn it. He's always one step ahead of us.
Amnesia made him sharp.
Yeah, we never did. I don't think we know how to use a sword anyway, but that's fine.
Son Goku. Oh.
Chala. Hey, chala. Are you gonna, like, let me unsheath it right now? Because that'd be hilarious.
You may cut one thing in Van Zeke's office in half.
The picture? That would be delightful. Sorry, I was just trying to... I needed to read it because I had distracted myself. Aw, anytime, best boy.
All right.
No, I mean, we're gonna get bamboozled by something anyway, so, you know. Oh, the old version, or the old new version that I don't like as much. Wah! gonna start fighting. We were friends and now it's all falling apart. Well, that's that's intense.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Andros has ordered us to take you down.
You're gonna kill Von Zeeks?
That's right. No prisoners.
Chop him in half right there in the courtroom.
He did say whatever means necessary and hold the sword forward just a moment ago.
That is true. We should be prepared for lots of death and destruction tomorrow.
I don't know what we're going to do to stop him.
I mean, we don't know how to use a sword.
I've got it. We'll cut a cat door in the courtroom, just like we did in case 5.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll let a cat come in and trip him to death.
Oh my fucking god. I still can't
Perfect.
believe
The one weakness. What's Ryunosuke going to do? Nothing. But what's a cat going to do? Well, holy shit.
That cat is gonna trip him up big time, smack his head into the
He's going to get double amnesia.
double amnesia. It's gonna be a bad day.
He'll have forgotten the taste of banana bread, and then who's going to be able to help him? No one.
No one.
Now, we are at somewhat of a stopping point.
Okay.
We can continue if you'd like, but that's your call. We will not get to the end of this section for probably another near hour.
I'm good with stopping here, knowing that it's like an hour away.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
close. We have the forensics laboratory, and then I think a couple more stops, and the couple more stops get lengthy.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna pause on Cosmo's face here.
it's a decent place to end off. We got to spend time with our friend. We revealed a few things. We
Yeah.
revealed quite a few things very early on in this session, and then have had a few more peppered out throughout. But now we basically have to set up the final part of this, which ends case 4, or episode 4, or 9, if you remember thinking big picture.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be going to court, and that's the start of episode 5.
Oh, okay.
So we
So
don't...
it really is just one giant case.
Pretty much. 4 or 5 in particular, and you can argue the whole game is kind of one giant case.
Mm-hmm.
They're all smaller cases, but each of them is somehow linked to this event from 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
big or small.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them connected to other things that are connected to that, but still, it all kind of comes full circle, which gives even those side cases, yes, even the one with the diagonal window knife hit, stab olive green thing.
I still can't believe I have to remember that case is a thing now, because I don't quite know how it's all connected yet, but it is somehow. So I can't just ignore it like all the other
That's right. So at least maybe it
shitty
has
side
some
cases.
meaning. Unlike
So,
some of the middle cases in the past games, which had literally nothing to do with anything. So
Yeah, I don't know. Looking back, on one hand, they have nothing to do with anything, but they're usually good character beats, and I can just skip them if I don't want to deal with them. I don't know. Something to be said for having just random shit thrown in there, and then have a few really dedicated cases too. So I don't know. I'll have to compile my thoughts for the final review, of course, but those are just early impressions.
that's right.
Yee.
We will come back. We'll check with a coroner.
I wasn't going to correct
Forensics.
you either. I'm just gonna
She's not
let
a
it-
foreigner,
I was
we're a
gonna let it
foreigner.
fly.
It's fine. We'll check with the coroner. We do still have the scene of the crime to get back to. We've tried, but there's been nothing
Oh, yeah.
there. And we'll have to check in with Sholmes because he's been
He's been all over the place.
sort of flitting about. We've only seen him passingly.
Yeah.
So we have things to do, and we'll do them next week.